Hello. So I have decided to try something new. Um, this weekend was the Austin International Drag Fest, and every year I go into it going, yeah, I guess I'll go. Yeah, drag's cool, whatever. And then at the end of the weekend, I always come back with all of this inspiration and creativity and motivation to do all these things. Um, and that's died a couple weeks afterwards, the past couple years. But we'll see if it lives this year. And one thing that a lot of the performers I've seen doing have been vlogs of some way, shape, or form, which makes sense. Get to know your people that way. So I thought I would try that. Granted, I look a little weird with this setup right now because I'm not at home. I am dog sitting. Sagan. I'm dog sitting for a friend. So, uh, who apparently is not going to come out now that he's been called to camera. But he's adorable. Just trust me, he's adorable. If you follow me on anything, I've posted pictures of Sagan. He's my god dog. I love that dog. His one floppy ear and all. But so yeah, so I thought I really need to do more work with everything that comes from performing. I've kind of taken a hiatus since I moved to Austin, really, and I miss it. I've been doing belly dancing, and the belly dance community here is fucking awesome. And so I have been very grateful in that area. And but it's time to do more. That there's more to me than that. I love belly dancing, but that's only a tiny sliver of the things I do. So I think I want to get back into streaming a little more. Maybe not on a regular basis like I used to, but maybe more than like once a quarter, which is probably overestimating if I even do that much right now. So if you like video games, check me out on Twitch. I'm Ms. Hearts on Twitch. That's probably how most people have got here anyway. So I'll be streaming obviously some Star Citizen, so this weekend was Austin International Drag Fest. Next weekend is CitizenCon and VerseCon. So expect more Star Citizen goodness coming up there. So I'll be streaming Star Citizen. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands lately. You always know me for Faster Than Light and stuff like that. So I will be doing more video game streaming and probably some creative streaming in there too. I have these creative ideas in my head, and I've yeah, I've had this creative block. That the ideas are there, but the getting them out, just the motivation hasn't been there, and that's sad. And so it takes something like the event this weekend, and I was also sick, and I still have 2 more days of antibiotics. I had a pretty severe tonsil infection, which is weird, and I have a feeling things are not over with that. I actually get quite frequent sore throats, so there's probably something bigger going on there. So I need to get that taken care of. And as you know me, my voice means a lot to me. So I really should be taking care of my throat and everything and not risking that. Uh, I'm I'm a whole lot of, oh, it's just a sore throat. I don't need to go to the doctor that, but I should be paying attention to my body a little more. Speaking of paying attention to my body a little more, on Friday at the Austin International Drag Fest, I took a dance class from Tucker Nora. They've offered this class for the past 3 or 4 years now. I've taken it the past 3 years, and they are Tucker's just not only an amazing performer, the way that they project off the stage. Their heart is in it. And when I say their heart is in it, it's more than just like feeling the music, but they are the type of person that really connects to other people. So Tucker is just an amazing person to begin with, and their dance classes are so much fun. Great for beginners. You can do whatever your skill level is. And that was probably the biggest thing I was looking forward to, actually, at the Drag Fest this weekend. I mean, of course, all of the amazing shows. It was just like continuous drag all the time. It was awesome. But the interactive thing I was looking forward to. And God, I needed that class. It taught me a lot. It gave me a mental stimulus to realize where I was at with my body. I was actually still kind of sick on Friday and realized that meds were still messing with me. I think I'm back to my usual self now, but Friday I was still feeling a bit out of it. And I was so stiff. There's just the stretches and warm ups in the beginning, places where I don't normally need to take the shortcuts or make modifications. I was. So that has inspired me that I need to get back into taking dance classes of some way, shape, or form. So that's another thing on my to do list. So streaming is on my to do list, dance class is on my to do list. And I actually did dress up and drag this weekend. If you follow me, which you should be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the places, you'll see some of those pictures. I donned the beard. I love that beard. And I feel like I am coming into my drag persona, my own drag persona, not linked to anyone else or what's expected of me, which is great, even though I wasn't performing. But that makes me want to perform, and I got ideas for performing. So, at the very least, I want to submit something to the Drag Fest next year to see if maybe I can get accepted. Um, I think it's a cool idea. I'm working on it. No spoilers yet until I get it all together. But it's slightly lewd because it's what I do. So that's another one of my goals is to apply for Austin International Drag Fest next year, um, and go to more shows, drag shows, burlesque shows. And get out there and go to more of them, which I used to do all the time, but just anxiety and depression and all that stuff has been holding me back. So I need to go out and I need to get out there and see these people more than in passing and once a year and on a more regular basis go out. Then maybe I can ask to maybe get in some of them. It's not fair to ask unless I start showing up for more. There's really only one I go to on a regular basis, and I need to show up or shut up. So I need to get out there, and I love it. I mean, that's the whole point. Is I love going out and seeing drag, especially drag kings, because obviously drag king, and I just need to go out and do it. So see more shows, start streaming again, submit a routine. I go out to drag shows. I can put on the beard. Done. So I've got lots of goals and ambitions now. So another one of those ambitions is be more present on social media as Mel Mac and Marsha Mellons, and I'm thinking of making a belly dancer persona, Melia Hearts. That's Mel. So basically, just call me Mel. That's the easiest. Just call me Mel, which I think I've said on other things before. Just call me Mel. Um, that maybe I need to. I've always lumped belly dancing in with my Muggle profile instead of my performer profile, and I think maybe it's time to start making it a performer thing. But I don't think Mel Mac or Marsha Mellons really fits as a belly dancer thing. And I like being Hearts. I like being Ms. Hearts. So I'm thinking Melia Hearts for belly dancing as well. It is November, and I'm busy because of Austin Drag Fest, FirstCon next weekend, holidays, and all that. But in December, I do have some belly dance gigs coming up, so I will post about those. I can't remember their exact dates right now. I can't remember everything I've promised to. So, so I will be debuting as Melia. So still call me Hearts. Call me Mel or call me Hearts. It's the easiest. Um, and I just realized I'm saying a lot. And I have enough self-vocal training to know not to say that much. So this is my other thing is to be more present on social media. So maybe do some more vlogs like this and post more and just interact more, which seems silly. It seems backwards from what everyone else's goals are. But right now, when it comes to social media, I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm absorbing other people's content, and it's not always positive content. Especially you get politics and just the state of the world right now in there. And so hopefully, if I add to it, I can add that positivity and kindness and what I want to see in the world, as opposed to sitting back and expecting other people to do it. So that's my thought. So expect more from me as a performer in the future. Speaking of, you're probably watching this on Patreon right now, and my poor Patreons, I don't give you enough love. So that's another goal. That goal has been in there for a while. So if there is anything you want to see from me on Patreon, if there's anything I post and you like it and you're like, yes, give me more of that. Tell me if you like this video. I'll post it to Patreon first. No, I'll post it to Patreon and then I'll post links and people have to click on it. So my Patreons will get it first, but I'll make it public for everyone else in a sec. But not all videos are going to be that way. So I'm looking a little worse for wear right now. I do not have my professional setup, but hopefully this is a good enough test and I'll see how y'all like it. Have a good night.